Be the karma, be the karma. Why you cannot be the karma? The next one is very important, especially for my girls, okay, for the women. Listen, I know we like the bad boys. I know, been there, done that. I know. And most of the times they are boys, not men. They are boys. Okay. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome if you're new. So for today's video I decided to bring a sit down talk. So as you can tell by the title, I'm going to share with you 25 things that I have learned so far in my 25 years of this beautiful life. And I want to share with you what I have learned. Point out in the comments what you have learned so far, even if you're 25 or not, less, more, I don't care, let's just talk. So the first thing is a big one to me, that is, you don't have to be the bigger person every time, girl. Like, no. Now, I know that nowadays we are learning about mental health, empathy, compassion for others, you know, healthy communication. That's very good, very, very good. But sometimes, at least what I have experiencing so far, is that sometimes I can be too empathic, I can be too kind, and I had the tendency to always be the bigger person, always be the first person to say sorry, always be the person that understands every side, you know. And that will take so much energy of you. Something happened, you acknowledge your parts always, you always acknowledge your parts, and that's it. When you have to say, when you have to apologize, you apologize, move on. The second thing that I want to share with you is, oh my gosh, this is disrespectful. So the second thing that I want to share with you is that everything is temporary. Your problems have a solution, your dilemmas, they have a solution. You will find a way. You will not be sad forever. You will not be in trouble forever, you know. Everything is temporary, there's always a solution. And if like there's any situation that you really don't have a solution, you cannot do anything about it, it's like completely out of your control, take your mind out of it. I mean, it will consume so much mental health if you keep just thinking about it. Oh my gosh, I cannot do anything. Of course there are some situations that are very serious and you think about it, but like, if you cannot do anything, don't think about it, because it's completely out of your control. And if you know that you have a solution, find the solution, do what you have to do, and move on with your life. The third thing that I learned is like very personal to me, that it's life is not that serious, okay? Don't take life that seriously, you know, like, come on, lighten up. Lighten up. Live your life, do what you gotta do, you know. If you want to record, for example, if you want to do a little video in public, just do it, okay? People will stare at you, that's for sure, but at the end of the day, do you really think that they will be talking about you for the whole damn blah blah blah? No. People don't care. People don't care that much about you. Most of the people, you know. People they see, they can comment, they can do whatever, but at the end of the day, after a few days, it's not that serious, girl. Nothing is that serious, like nothing. Only death. But again, you cannot do anything about it. Most of the problems, they are not that serious. Oh my gosh. The human species like has this power to complicate everything, you know, and it's really not that necessary. So, the next thing that I learned is that everything is about perspective. Every single thing, you know. Try to put yourself in other people's shoes, you know, so you can understand both sides. Okay. But never say, oh, if this was me, I would never, because you don't know. First of all, it's not about you. Second, you actually don't know. We always say, oh, if this was me, I would never do this, or I would always do this. Like, you actually don't know. Until you are in the situation, that's when you start to think about it, because you are living it, you know, you are experiencing it. And then that's when you start to think about it, does this really make sense? Is this thought like really just, you know, So yeah, never say, oh, if this was me, I would never, because that's a lie. Trust and believe. And listen, I've had this belief before, oh, if this was me, I would never do this. Until it happened with you. You will only know until it happens with you, but most people don't understand this. Like, the reality is, like, when the things happen, you actually don't know how you would act, you know. You have an idea of how you think you would act, but that doesn't correspond to the reality most of the times, and that's okay, you know, it's more than okay. The next thing that I learned is that people that are highly influenced by others are somehow dangerous, you know, because it's like because they don't have a mind of their own, you know. If somebody tells them, I think this, this, and this, I see this, this, and this, trust me and believe, blah, 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 and they know for a fact, they deep down they know that it's not true, that it doesn't correspond to them, to their reality, but because their friends or their parents or whoever it is are saying this, they let themselves be influenced, you know. And if they don't have a mind of their own, they will never be able to live their truth, you know. The next thing that I learned is that emotional intelligence is sexy as fuck, okay? Someone that learns about how to react, someone that is interested about themselves and why they react the way they react, why they have their beliefs, you know, is very sexy, is very attractive, you know, like emotional intelligence on men. I mean, not only on men, I mean, I'm saying on men because I like men, you know, but everyone, even like my girlfriends, you know, like my girlfriends. If you have someone that is emotionally intelligent, it's so attractive, because you don't see that nowadays, because everybody like is just very reactive. And listen, everybody has the right to be reactive. I'm reactive. I've tried not to be reactive most of the times. There you go, you know, like empathy always. That's not good, you know. Now I try to balance my reactions, and if you can balance your reaction, if you can learn about yourself, if you can learn about how to be more emotional intelligent, you know, more emotional, like healthy, not healthy, I don't know if healthy is the right term, but you know, if you can learn about how to be more emotionally stable, more, and about that will improve your life a lot, and the lives of the ones that are around you, you know. Everything will be better. The next thing is, this is like the cliche that we hear everywhere, and everybody says this, but it's really true. Like, people's opinions they really don't matter. People's opinions, they don't matter, okay? And I know we hear this like everywhere, but it's true, you know. When you actually put in your mind, when you actually understand that people's opinions do not matter, they will not, like, they don't matter, because they are not facts. What someone thinks about you is not a fact, you know. How someone perceives you, it's not a fact, you know. What they say about, not even you, like what they say about a certain topic, doesn't matter. It's not fact, it's an opinion. They are entitled to have their opinion, but it's not a fact just because they say, you know. So yeah, take your own judgments in the conversations that you have. Live what you want to live, take what you want to take, you know, and that's it. But always have in mind that people's opinions are just opinions, not facts, and they do not matter for your life. Even if it's your best friends, just normal friends, parents, they are opinions, not facts. So the next thing that I learned is that when someone has their mind made up about you, there's nothing that you can do that will change that. Nothing, you know. Do what you gotta do, say what you gotta say. Like, there is nothing that will make them change unless they do, you know. Unless they change, there's nothing that you can do to make them change the perception that they have of you, you know. You can like support yourself, justify yourself. You can say what you want to say. You can do everything you want, but what the receiver does with that information, it's no longer up to you. You cannot do anything about it. Know yourself, know your truth, and move on with your life. Never try to change someone's mind about you. That's it. If you know who you are, the rest doesn't matter. The next one is, don't deal with fake people. Like, completely disengage. I've been warned about before. Disengage completely. Don't deal with them, because fake people will make the worst of you come out. Like, trust and believe, it's insane. If there's one thing that everybody generally hates, is fake people, you know. And being fake is someone that says one thing and then does completely another, and never admits what they do, you know. Like, You can do a mistake, but if you acknowledge, if you apologize, if you recognize that you were wrong, and you say, listen, I know I did this, you're not being fake. You can have a bad attitude. If you are aware of it, you can learn from the mistake that you make, you know, because you're human, that's okay. But those people that they say one thing, they do completely another, they're sneaky, you know, disengage completely, because when you will learn the truth, it's not the best of you that will come out. Oh, the next one is like very good, which is like, learn the difference between fear and intuition. Most people, they think that what they are feeling is intuition, and most of the times is actually fear, you know. They are fearful of something that might happen, and they stop doing what they want to do when they never do, because they think it's intuition, but it's not intuition. Most of the times it's actually fear. And I learned that with me, because there was like some situations I was like, is this fear or is this intuition, you know? So I researched the difference between both of them, and basically fear, when it's fear, you will feel anxiety, you will be very uneasy, you know, very like irritated, you know, thinking about the thing all the time. When it's intuition, you will feel calm, you know, you think about it and then you say, I don't think this is good for me, you know, and then you relax, move on with your life, and then you can remember it again. It's like, yeah, I really don't think this is good for me, or I really think this is going to work well for me, you know. There's like both perspective, of course, you know. So that's the difference. When it's fear, you feel anxiety, and when it's intuition, you are certain of it, like 90% certain, you know. The next tip is about friendships. Choose your battles wisely, okay? We are all crazy, everybody's crazy, okay? Okay, so yeah, this is like along with the fake people, with the whatever people, you know, choose your battles wisely. You don't need to win every argument, you know. You don't need to be like best friends with everyone. When I was younger, I actually had this idea like, oh, I just met this person, we really vibe together, so we're going to be besties, because I love making friends, you know. And in my head it's like, okay, I'm going to be good friends with this person, you know. And you don't have to be best friends with everybody, you know. You don't have to win every argument. That's it. Choose your friends, you know. The ones that are really good for you, you know the ones that are really good for you. The next thing is about consistency, you know. Being consistent in whatever it is that you're doing, that you want to do, is very important, you know, because it's when you are consistent that you can see if what you're doing is actually good or bad for you. And the thing is, we are all consistent. Some people say, oh, I'm not consistent. No, we are all consistent. Everyone has their habits, and we have good habits and we have bad habits, and we are all consistent. So you may be consistent in your bad habits, and then you will say, oh, I'm not consistent in the things that I want to do, because you are being consistent in the bad habits. So what you need to do is that you need to be consistent in the good habits, you know. But we all have some form or way of consistency, you know. And yeah, you know, do the best you can to be consistent in the good habits, in the things that will make you closer to reach your goals. Yeah. So for the next topic, I'm going to read what I learned, because it's like a photo that I saw on Threads, you know. I will put the photo here. I actually learned that you can be a kind person and still say no, prioritize your needs, set boundaries, disagree with people, be honest, you know, like challenge poor behavior, walk away from toxic environments, make mistakes, stand up for yourself, protect your time and space, you know. Especially like the one that says make mistakes, like you can still be a kind and a good person and make mistakes and do all of this, you know. So yeah, things are not black and white. People sometimes think that life is black and white. There's so much in between the black and white, you know. There's the grays, and in between the grays you have a lot of shades. Well, the next tip I already said this, but which is like, opinions are just opinions, not facts. And I'm saying this again because the other topic that I talked about is that people's opinions do not matter. That's the topic. And now is opinions are just opinions, they are not facts. And they go along, you know, so I will not take any further with this one. Alright, so the next one is that you should always defend yourself, you know? Like, if you feel like you are being stepped over, you should defend yourself, you know? Protect yourself, defend yourself. And I know people say most of the times, oh, I will not do anything, karma will take care of it. Girl, no. Be the karma, be the karma. Why you cannot be the karma? That's like a thought that I have implementing like lately. I mean, not with everything, because it will take a lot of my energy and I don't have time for that, nor patience. But, you know, sometimes you can play a little bit the karma. You can play God sometimes. Just sometimes. Sometimes. You know? Oh my gosh, this tip, this is something that I have observed in my friends, in my family, even in myself. That is, when somebody tells you, I don't know, they always know. They always know. We always know, you know? When you ask them a question like, oh, do you feel like going out? I don't know. They know they don't feel like going out. They know that they don't feel like going out, but they don't want to be rude and they say, I don't know. You know, most of the times when people say I don't know, it's a way of them trying to protect your feelings, you know? But it's better, it's the best if you just say what you're actually feeling, you know? And I realized this in myself. Sometimes I was talking with a certain person, and this person was like, oh, I don't know. But just me looking at them, I knew that they knew, like I knew that they know, you know, I knew that they know. They just didn't want to tell me, so they said, oh, I don't know, but they know. Most likely it's because they are scared, or they are trying to protect their feelings, you know, but they know, you know. And sometimes I did this as well, because I didn't want to say what I actually meant, you know. I was like, oh, I don't know. And then I was like, no, I actually know. Like the last time I was like, I said, oh, I don't know. And then out loud, I was like, no, I actually know. What I mean is this, you know, instead of saying, I don't know, and you leave people just confused because they can sense that you know. Yeah, people, most of the times, they always know. So, you know, when you are having a conversation with someone about like something that you need to find a deal with, that you need to be in accordance, you know, and they say, I don't know, you can actually say, if you feel that they know, you say, listen, like you can, I don't know if challenge is the right word, but you can try to really understand, you know, because I mean, there's some situations that you really don't know, like sometimes in life we really don't know what to do, you know, and we are completely lost, and that's okay, you know, but most of the times we know. The next one is very important, which is something that is very, you know, which is something that everybody talks to a lot. That is, take good care of yourself, internally and externally. Especially, like, I mean, not especially, but like, looks do matter, you know. People say, oh, looks don't. No, looks don't matter. They matter. They matter. It's the first impression that someone is going to have of you, and whether we like it or not, it makes a difference, you know. And if you take good care of yourself, you know, you do the hair in the way you like, you know, whatever it is, you put on like a nice outfit, you will feel much more confident about yourself, and your day is going to be completely different, you know. So take good care of yourself, and looks do matter. That's the truth. The next one is be happy for others. There's room for everyone, okay? So don't be like jealous that your friend or a family member got a conquest, you know, or reached a goal or gained something, whatever, you know, and they are very happy, and you're like, no, be happy for them. Your turn will come, you know. There's room for everyone. You don't have to be in competition. You don't have to, you know, to fight like nothing, you know. Cheer them up. Good for you, I'm very happy for you, you know. If you just be genuinely happy, you know. There's no need to envy, there's no need to be jealous, there's no need for any of that, you know. Just be happy for them. Your turn will come. The next one is very important, especially for my girls, okay, for the women. Listen, date sweet guys. I know we like the bad boys. I know, been there, done that. I know, okay, I know, but date sweet guys, okay? Date sweet guys, please, okay? Please, you know? And when you are starting to date someone, just of course there's not rules for this. I don't like, listen, everything that I'm saying, you don't have to take everything for like as truth, but what I have learned so far, what I have experiencing is that, like, take things slow, take things at your own time, listen to your intuition, listen to your rhythm, and take things as they are, and it's like the slower the burn, the better and the longer the relationship. Okay, so I know we like the bad boys because we think this is stupid. Okay, we think that the bad boys are more attractive, they have more sex appeal, they are more masculine, and most of the times they are boys, not men. They are boys. Okay, they don't know what to do with their lives, they don't know anything, they don't know what they want. No, we don't want that. We need sweet guys, we need the sweet guys, we need the goal-oriented guys. You like leadership, you like masculine men, you need leadership. You need guys that know what they want, that know how to live properly, or whatever the hell people are talking nowadays. You need someone that wants to take care of you, and that takes care of themselves, of course. So yeah. For example, my boyfriend is actually very interesting, because I remember, like, a few months ago I said, oh, I want someone that looks like a bad boy but is a good boy, that is like a sweet guy, and I have it, thank God, thank God, so yeah. But like, in terms of character, you need a sweet man, yeah. And I know, like, sometimes men, they complain about, oh, but if I'm sweet they will not like. Then it's not the problem of the man, it's the problem of the woman that doesn't know how to deal with that. That's the truth. The next one is travel solo at least once in your life. You will experience things in a completely different way, and it's the best way to meet new people, like, and you will love it so much. I mean, 2 years ago I went to Barcelona alone because it was like my dream destination, and I wanted to go with my friends, of course, but I mean, everybody's doing their own thing after high school, so I was like, you know what, let me go alone. I went alone, I made friends, it was so much fun, I did everything that I wanted to do, at my own time. It was amazing, and by the end of that trip I was like, I am capable of doing this. And then you realize that there's so many people traveling alone, and you are actually never alone. There's so many people, you talk with them, you share your experiences, you have a new way, you expand your mind and you expand your view of life and of the world. I think it's very good, actually. Cute. The next one is, like, alcohol shouldn't be the boost for you to have like a good time with your friends. I know it helps. Listen, I know it helps. I say this, I mean, I'm not a drinker, so to me it's easy to talk about this, but I know it helps and you can feel a little bit more loose. But if you can only have fun while you're a bit tipsy or a bit drunk, that says a bit about your self-esteem and your confidence. You should be able to have fun with your friends without always being drunk or tipsy. It's okay if you do, it's okay if you are tipsy and drunk with your friends. I don't want to say, oh no, that's very bad, like, no. But if you can only have fun in that circumstance, then I think you should work a bit on yourself, Yeah, you should be able to have fun in both circumstances. That's what I think. The next one is communicate about your feelings. It's very important that you let the person know what are you feeling, because people are not mind readers, they don't know what you're thinking about, they don't know what you want, they don't know anything, So you should tell them what you think, you should tell them about your feelings. But the thing is, you need to learn about how to properly communicate, because most of the times we don't want to be vulnerable, so the way we approach someone is in a very aggressive way, like passive aggressive way, so the receiver is like, what the hell is wrong with you, So communicate your feelings in a way that you are able to deliver the message without attacking the person, you know. So yeah, that's very important. That will save you so much arguing, you know, and it's very good. The next one is travel. Even if you don't have a lot of money, just travel, girl. Travel, travel, travel. You'll make so many memories and you will not regret it, that's for sure, you know, because in a few years when you are like older, you can actually say, no, I have lived, you know, I did this and I did that, even though my bank account was like, ugh, like I did it, you know. Of course you don't need to reach zero, but just leave, because you never know what's going to happen tomorrow. That's the, like, this is a bit dramatic, but that's the truth, you know. You don't know if you're going to be here, you know. So just live, of course, like organize your life, you know, but travel, do it. You don't need to have $10,000 or euros in your bank account for you to be able to travel, you know. There's like inexpensive, there's very affordable flights nowadays, you know. We are privileged to live in our era, you know. We have a lot of advantages now, so you should take advantage of it. The next one is, it's never too late to start. And I know I'm in my mid-20s and I'm young, you know, so I don't want to seem like, oh, I'm a know-it-all, I have lived a lot, because no, I didn't, I don't. But I know for a fact that it's never too late to start, you know. You should not, I think that we should not live our lives like, okay, so after high school, it's college, after college, I find someone, I get married, I have 2 kids, 1 boy and 1 girl, you know, and you get married, I mean, you already got married. So you have like this scheduled by decades, you know, of things that you have to do, and you actually never do what you want to do because you are doing what society says you should do by the age of 20, 30, 40, 50, you know. So yeah, whatever it is that you want to do, to start, to become, just do it. It's never too late to start, you know. So do it. And the last tip that I have for you is, try not to focus too much on the passage of time. This is something that I implemented on my life. I mean, even with my job, I actually cannot. I'm not aware of the passage of time that much, like the months and especially the days of the week, you know. But try not to focus too much on that, because like, oh, we are already in October, we are already in September, I need to do this by December, you know. Because you will feel like time goes by so fast, actually, you know. And if you focus too much on the passage of time, it's like life is like running out of you, you know, and you're not doing anything, and you are too focused on, oh my gosh, I don't have time to do anything, time goes so fast, you know. Just what I'm trying to say is that live life as if there was no time, you know, like no months, and so you can so you are able to enjoy the present, you know. Of course, like, set your goals, plan your goals, and execute them, you know. But try not to focus too much on time. Of course, time helps us to organize our lives, you know. But I think you get what I mean, right? Hopefully. So I know that I said my 25 things that I learned, but I have a bonus tip, which is my favorite one. Which is, do not follow advice from people that do not have what you want, or they are not like they don't have a flexible mind, you know. Because people, they advise based on their traumas and life experiences, you know. So they will advise you and they will say, I think you should do this because with me this happened, you know. And it can be something that when you were talking about it, it feels like it's relatable to you, but it's not, you know. Most of the times it's not relatable to you. And people are very opinionated, and they have a lot of judgments, you know, and they think that they know what's best for you, but trust and believe, most of the times they don't even know what's best for themselves. So they surely don't know what's best for you, you know. This doesn't mean that you cannot like seek for advice or an opinion from your friends or from your best friends or from a family member. But what they say should not determine you doing the thing or you not doing the thing, you know. You can hear what they have to say and then you decide. Yeah, personally, I don't like to follow people. I don't like to follow advice from people that are not where I want to be, you know. Because how can you advise me if you don't have what I want, you know? You know, it's not like being a bad or selfish person. It's just, it doesn't make sense, actually. You're following somebody's advice that do not have what you want. For example, let's say you need advice to your relationship and you go ask your best friends. And they will advise you based on their experience. But their relationship is not the relationship goal for you, you know. So it doesn't make sense if you take advice from that person. You know what I mean? And you actually follow it, you know? Yeah, that's everything for today. I hope you enjoyed today's video. I really like this video, so yeah, comment down below what you have learned so far, and I'll see you in the next one.